Okay, so this is the mixed video. A mixed video in that sense that I'm here like discussing all the things, all the ideas which are in my mind. So I need to discuss all of them. Number one, I start from Stack Overflow. You need to each and every day you need to at least give 10 answers on Stack Overflow, and it is very good habit. You can go and ask question over there, so it will be also helpful, like other developers will know you, and maybe you ask or raise a question which will be beneficial for the developer community. So you need to go over there and try to answer as much as possible, and you really add a value in the developer community, and you get a reputation over there. And there is real people over there. It's not like a practice session or tutorial. There are like you really help in their business, and when you like solve their problem, it really help you a lot. So number one thing, uh, when you do this thing, like Stack Overflow also used for hiring a pupil. So if you have a good reputation over there, and you maintain your also open source repositories on GitHub and any other platform, it will be very supportive. So number one tip is use Stack Overflow more and more if you want to become a good developer. And now we start from this. Yesterday we discussed about object oriented. um, we all know it work on classes and objects. Without wasting time, I need to add here some references where from I learned programming. Number one thing is Kudwankat. The person is from India. I don't know where he is, like in Dubai and somewhere else, but he is an Indian guy. He like really helped me a lot. There is a very good videos. If you go and watch, maybe I'll open it. This is like his channel. He's an Indian person, but he a really very good person. If you watch their video, it help you a lot. So I strongly recommend you. It's a free source of learning things. You can go on plural sites. It's very good, where a different people are teaching a different courses. Pure side is also very good. You can go for Udemy. Udemy is also really adding value in people's life, and there is tons of things. Like you can go for HackerRanks. It's super website for learning algorithms and problem solving skills. There is a lot of technical or really helpful practical problems over there. It will help you. And um, you need to also focus on some interview questions, because maybe you are good in you can say that in the real world programming, but interview questions are different. They are related to object oriented side. Constructor, they will ask you about what we say that writing an algorithm. If you focusing on Pakistani market, they ask you more about SQL Server, object oriented, and algorithms, maybe logic something, and data structures. And these all are like combination they ask you. Maybe they will also ask you about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, jQuery, because if you apply for the full stack. So there are different things they can ask you. They can even ask you logical questions like riddles. So you need to practice all of them. The most important thing I recommend for the pupil, that their attitude change. It's a real game changer. You should have a I can attitude. I do or I can attitude. So you need to make yourself the best candidate for the company. You need to research about the company, and if you tell them about their company, it will be super good, because they know that if you know their company, you will be good for their company. So it's the same phenomena, like if you meet someone and you already know about that person, so the person start liking you, because you can start bonding with that person, because you know that what they like, what they don't like. The same you treat the company, so you know that what their culture is, how many employees are there, who are the founders, so you very well know about them. So now we come to the technical side. Here if we go for, they will ask you about interfaces, and these are the must question they will ask you. What are the difference between overloading and overriding? It's a very common question. And inheritance, it is most easiest. Polymorphism, dynamically you create the objects, and dynamically the properties and the functions will be attached on there, what reference you are using to making the object. So these all abstraction, interfaces, these are the must questions they will ask you. So you need to practice all those. And the best thing of learning programming, I strongly recommend you to try to make something which is useful for you and other. You need to create very small scale application, but there is some good concept should be used, your object oriented concept may be used. You are just performing the crude, create, read, update, delete. So when you just perform these crude operations, it will be very beneficial. Even any language, it's Java, it's C Sharp, and PHP and Python, whatever language is using, you should try to perform crude as much as possible, as soon as possible, and then you can go for the other skills. And you try to use a SQL server with your whatever programming language is using. SQL is must. So whatever databases you need to try to use. And nowadays the web APIs are very famous, so you should also, I recommend you to make your own APIs, and you should work on APIs as well. And on you can say that it's last but not the least. So you have to work on your communication skills, because if you are a good communicator, you can convey whatever you learn, or you can represent over in your interview very good. And even if you are making your videos to help other people, if you are not a good communicator, nobody likes your video. You should try to use your humor. You should try to make your video as much as easy, as much as funny, as much as you entertain the people and give them a good knowledge. So if you do this, I hope you can get a success in your life. Thank you.